Alright, what is up everybody? It is PDS. Currently 8 a.m. but I did wake up to a forbidden and limited list. So let's go ahead and check it out. So let's see what is on here actually. So it's just Necroz of Valkyris, which is completely out of nowhere to be honest. Like, who even expected this card to be anywhere on Konami's radar? Especially with, I consider Harvey's to be one of the best decks, but let's just not go into that, because we're just going to be upset if we think about that. But so Necroz of Valkyris, we are limiting this card as it will lead the pace of duels becoming sluggish, as more cards related to this card are introduced to the game. Okay, so bad translation aside, it will lead to the paces, right? Is that okay? I'm not an English teacher, but okay, so what does this card do exactly? So basically it has two effects. So you can only summon it by not using level 8 monsters, and then it can actually summon by other ways. And then basically when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can banish one Necroz card from your graveyard and discard this card, negate the attack, and then you end the battle phase. So it's a really nice stall card, but obviously you need to be playing Necroz. And then during the main phase, you can tribute up to 2 monsters from your hand and or field, and if you do, draw the same number. So what you would normally do is you would tribute like your Manju or Senju, and then Valkyris, and then you would just draw 2. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of these Necroz cards. So I'm going to just go ahead and make the assumption that we will be getting really good Necroz cards, so they have to limit this card in advance. So let's see. Let's take a look together, guys. So here we have some Necroz cards. So there's a lot of them. As you can see here, there's 20, but not all of them are good. So I'm just going to go ahead and highlight the really good ones here. So a lot of these normal summons, people play like one-ofs, but I'll just gloss over them. If you want to read them, they're on the left. I don't know if they're a little bit difficult to read. Let me know, guys. But the main ones we're going to be looking at is Shurit. So Shurit, if you ritual summon exactly one Necroz monster with a card effect that requires the use of monsters, this card can be used as the entire requirement. So really powerful. Basically all of your Necroz monsters will require just him as a tribute summon. And then if this card is tributed by a card effect, so when you go for a ritual summon, you can add one warrior Necroz ritual monster from your deck to your hand. So that's basically all of them. So not only does he count as the entire tribute, but he also gets you a search. So really powerful card. Next up we have Decisive Armor. This one wasn't as popular, but it is like a one-of. So during either player's turn, you can discard one card and target one Necroz monster you control. It gains 1,000 attack. So really nice. It is a level 10, I believe. Yeah, level 10. And then also on field, you can target one set. Your opponent controls, destroy it, and if you do, banish it. So really nice. It's like a little hand trap as well, so really cool. All of them do stuff in the hand as well. So Trishula, this is probably one of the strongest one. I don't think we'll get this one, but as you can see here, a lot of them are warriors. A lot of the good ones are warriors. So Valkyris, the one that got limited, is a spellcaster, I believe. So Trishula, basically when a card or effect that targets a Necroz monster you control, when your opponent activates it, or even if you activate it, right? Yeah, any effect that targets a Necroz monster, basically, you can discard Trishula from your hand to negate it, and then when it's ritual summoned, you can banish exactly one from their hand, their field, and their graveyard. So it's just like the Trishula Synchro, except that this one requires them to absolutely have one in every location. So turn 1, you can't just summon it and then banish one from their hand, because they need something on the field and in the graveyard. So you need something in all 3 places. Valkyris, we've already went over. Of course, if you're filling up your graveyard with Necroz cards, this card becomes insanely good. Gungnir, basically, you can discard it and then target one Necroz you control. It cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. So really nice. You saw this one on and off. Some people played 1 to 2 copies, or not even 2 copies. They play 1 to 0 copies. And then it has a quick effect on field. Discard one Necroz card and target one card in the field. Destroy it. So a lot of these cards, if you guys don't know anything about Necroz, they have the armors of the a lot of the hidden arsenal monsters. So Decisive Armor, Trishula, Valkyris, Gungnir, Brianek, the level 6 Synchro, Cataster. All of these guys, they get worn as armor. So I think this is a really cool archetype. So Necroz of Brianek. This one is one of the best cards in the archetype. Basically, you can discard this card from your hand, add one Necroz monster from your deck, except for Brianek. So it's just a generic searcher. for any Necroz monster. And then on field, you can target 2 monsters that were face up on the field, special summoned from the extra deck, and then return them to the extra deck. So it's really, really strong. It gets rid of 2 extra deck monsters without destruction. So it's really nice. This one nobody really played. Unicorn. And I think it's in Duel Links already too. Unicorn, not Unicorn, the Catastor. So you can discard this card, then target one Necroz card in your graveyard. So that includes the spells and traps, the monsters, add it to your hand. And that's just insanely powerful, especially for recycling the Valkyris. So, and then its other effect is on field, it negates all monsters that were special summoned from the extra deck. So this effect is just absolutely insane. Of course, it does not, it doesn't stop monsters that were just normal summoned and special summoned, but ones from the extra deck, he makes them his bitch. He is really, really strong. We got Colossalus. This one, you can discard it and add one Necroz spell or trap from your hand, and then on field, it has a quick effect to target one face-up card on the field that was special summoned from the extra deck until the end of the turn. Its attack becomes 0 and its effects are negated. So basically, this one you can do, you can add Brio, and then if you need a ritual monster, you just add the ritual monster you need, or if you need a spell, you get Colossalus, and then Colossus will get you your spell. So there's a lot of spells. I don't know which ones are in Duel Links, honestly, guys, but I'm pretty sure we have a majority of these. So basically, this deck just hates the extra deck. It has insane extra deck hate. So any decks that summon from the extra deck just get completely dabbed on by this deck. So this is a really nice. This is a really interesting surprise to wake up to. I did not expect to see, we're to be getting Necroz support. So it's kind of insane, to be honest. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Honestly, I'm thinking we're probably gonna get Unicorn. As crazy as that sounds, like why would they want to limit Valkyris unless they're giving us a way to just like use it an insane amount of times? But that's it for this video, guys. What do you guys think? Is Necroz a good deck? Right now it's really bad, honestly. We don't have shit, but man, like if they give us, Brio, Trishula or something, the deck becomes a lot more consistent. Obviously, the main problem right now though is we don't have a boss monster, right? We don't have anything to be summoning. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Necroz is actually decent in other decks too, other ritual decks, but it's not really as splashable as something like, the Neos or the Invoked. But, yeah, that's going to be it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.